Good evening, friends. We are learning on saying please part 3. In previous video part 2, we were up to this paragraph here on your screen. That is how he meet conductor and how the account settle. Now, luckily he finds some money in his pocket, some shillings, and he offer to conductor and he squared that account. Means he settled that account. Luckily he got shillings in his pocket. Up to this we have seen. Now here, but fact did not lessen the glow of pleasure which so good nature and action had given me. Means this conductor gave means solace to our writer. Means he said, he gave ticket. Also, don't worry, no need to get down. I will give you ticket. Then you will pay me later on. This is a good example of a conductor. Now see here, next paragraph here. A few days after my most sensitive toe was trampled on rather heavily as I sat reading on the top of a bus. Now we know that writer was traveling, that is the double decker bus. On top of the bus means here the example of London. Now writer was in London, that's why in London there is a double decker bus. So he was traveling and I sat reading something, newspaper or something. My toe means here our legs first finger, that is we can say it is a toe. So was trampled on rather heavily, means someone pressed that my toe rather heavily, very heavily. As I sat reading, means writer was there, sat reading on the top of a bus. I look up with some anger and more agony. Definitely, when someone tap our toe or press our toe very heavily, we will become very angry. No? And here writer also becomes very angry. And agony also means pain was there. He was paining, that toe was paining, and saw my friend of the cheerful countenance. And what he upper side he saw that the same conductor or the friend, cheerful friend, now on his countenance. Sorry, sir. He said. He said means that person said sorry because he had committed mistake. That's why he said sorry, sir. He said, I know these are heavy boots. I know these are heavy boots. Got them because my own feet get trod on so much, and now I am treading on other people's. Means here that conductor was saying the same. Means so what happened? So many persons they tramped my toe. Now I wear heavy boots, and that boot now I am treading, or now I am treading that other people's toe now. So it is actually wrong to press or to trample someone's toes. So it is very wrong. So that's why he is saying that I am now treading. I am treading on rather other people's toe. Hope I didn't hurt you, sir. Then once again he said sorry and said I didn't hurt you. So he had hurt me, but he was so nice about it that assured him he hadn't. But he behaved very nicely. He asked very nicely, and that's why writer's toe was paining. That hurt him very much. But in reply, he said, no, it's okay. Don't worry. Not so much. Such type of words he used here. I didn't hurt you, sir. He had hurt me, but he was so nice about it that I assured him he hadn't. After this, I began to observe him whenever I boarded his bus. Means whenever I boarded in his bus, I observed him. I began to observe. Now meetings frequently writer was meeting to this person in bus. Whenever I boarded in whenever I boarded his bus and found a curious pleasure in the cons- constant good nature of his bearing. Means he behaved very politely, constant good nature. No, means very careful about passengers. He seemed to have an inexhaustible fund of patience and a gift for making his passengers comfortable. I noticed that if it was raining, he would run up, and whenever there was raining, he would run up the stair to give someone the tip that there was a room inside. Means downstairs there was a room. Vacant seats are there. You please come inside because there is a raining. So this is a good nature of that conductor. With old people, he was as considerate as a son. Means with old people, how he behave? No, he consider old people as father and himself as a son. So as consider as son. No, that is old for old people. With children, as solicits as a father, and if there are children in bus, then he just consider that passenger as his own children. So their own children. So as solicits means as performing the duty of a father. He had evidently a particularly sorry he evidently a peculiarly warm place in his heart for young people. And actually for young people means some soft corner is there, warm place is there in his heart, and always indulge in some merry jest with them. And he always indulge in some merry jest means some funny dialogues or sticks or something, that means so that the environment of bus or in that bus it becomes very pleasant. So he just indulge with that things with them, means as if familiar with them. So, if he had a blind man on board, it was not enough to set him down safely on the pavement. Now, what happened if a blind person climbed in that bus or boarded in that bus? Then he himself get down and very safely, now up to crossing the road or something, very safely on the pavement. Means so caring he was for old people or blind people. He would call to, see the next page, he would call to Bill in front to wait while he took him across the road and round the corner or otherwise safely on his way. Means he first confirm whether that person, a blind person, safely reach there or safely get down or not. So this much caring he offered to passengers or a blind passenger. In short, I found that he irradiated such an atmosphere of a good temper, and in this way he creates such an atmosphere. Irradiated means here spread or produce or create good atmosphere in that bus or good temper and kindliness, that a journey with him was a lesson in natural courtesy and good manners. Means every people experiences journey, and that journey is of a natural courtesy, that is a good manners. Means that conductor was so good. What struck me particularly was the is with which he got through his work, and throughout his work, means particularly writer particularly like that conductor's behavior nature. If bad manners are infectious, so also are good manners. Now writer came to know that bad manners are infectious, the same thing good manners also infectious, but the infection of good manners, that is a good, and the infection of bad manners, that is a bad infection. So these things are very important. Now, good manner is very important. If we encounter incivility, most of us are apt to become uncivil. But it is an unusually uncouth person who can be disagreeable with sunny people. But in from sunny people means happy people. Here, uncouth person means a discourteous person, not polite, impolite person. See here, no, unrestrained, impolite. Here, person who can be disagreeable with sunny people. Definitely, those people are very happy, pleasant. Such uncouth or impolite person, they may be unhappy. It is with manners as with the weather. Nothing clears up my spirits like a fine day. And the weather, it becomes very clear, or on that fine day means that day was very fine day, and I become very happy to interact with that conductor. I came to know frequently, often I meet him, and I know this conductor is a very good conductor. And when we travel in that bus, the day becomes automatically fine. Said here one thing, nothing clear up my spirit like a fine day, said Keats. Now who is Keats? John Keats, a poet, that is romantic poet. No, he was only up to 25, age of 25 he lived. So John Keats' poem, in that poem he said, nothing clear up my spirit like a fine day. Means when there is a fine day, our spirit also erupt. We become very happy. If there is a gloomy day, we also become very sad. Means it depends on environment also, it depends on weather also. And that's why the mood of people that changes according to weather. If there is a good, clear, sunny weather, then definitely we become very happy, because everyone like to enjoy pleasant environment. And that's why kids also saying the same thing, that nothing clears up my spirit like a fine day. And a cheerful person descends on even the gloomiest of us with something of benediction. And a cheerful person will clear the weather, or this is the benediction, means profit of us of a fine day. Means with the help of cheerful persons we can make our day fine, or cheerful persons make our day fine. So this is the thing, kids reference is given here. And so it was always fine weather on the polite conductor's bus, and that's why this is the reason on polite conductor's bus there is a fine environment. Fine weather means very pleasant environment, laughing, merrymaking, joking, or enjoying. And the people like this conductor very much. And his own civility, his conciliatory address and good humored bearing infected his passengers. Is his way of behave, good humor, and here trying to win friendly feelings. That is a conciliatory. No, means he wanted to make friendships, everyone friendly. He wanted to create friendly environment, and all passengers become very happy in his bus. So infected this his passengers. This good infection. In lightening their spirit, he lightened his own task. His gaiety means your gestures. His gaiety means your happiness was not a wasteful luxury but a sound investment. And his happiness, that is the investment, sound investment. Now, one type of investment. I have missed him from my bus route of late. And now what happened? Bus route change. And bus route change means conductor also change. So I miss him from my bus route late. But I hope that only means that he has carried his sunshine on to another road. Now he only left this route, but on another route he is there, and he is trying to create another sunshine or the sunshine. Sunshine means a good thing. No, sunshine refers to good things, good environment. On another note, not this but another, it cannot be too widely diffused in a rather drab world, and we cannot diffuse these things too widely diffuse these things in a rather drab world. We know that so many people, they are working, they are just in their worries and tension, and so if such people meet each other, automatically we forget our tension also. And I make no apologize for writing a panegyric on an unknown bus conductor. And that's why I want to write about this personality, panegyric. Here a speech or a piece of writing praise someone highly. That is panegyric. So writer wrote about this conductor and praised that conductor very much. If Wordsworth could gather